Hello, everyone. This is yes, Karen. It's time for some more Bronze League heroes. That is right. It's going to be between Tarzan up at the top right side. He's moving out early with a probe. This is some true Bronze League heroes action right here, as he is going to be doing some sort of proxy. You do not send out a probe that early without some sort of is this also a proxy? This is such an early scout. There's no way this is a scout. Both players apparently either going to be scouting super early or going for a proxy. Which, if that is the case, this game just got underway quicker than any other PvP I think I've ever seen. Notice how the probes have gone around each other. They haven't spotted each other. Tarzan definitely going to be going for the proxy gate. He's got to be arriving right on cue. Should be dropping down the pylon. There goes the first one. Is this guy going to be dropping down a pylon as well? Oh my god. I think we are actually going to be seeing a double proxy gate from these players. Normally, when you send out a probe this early, you are going to be building 2 gateways, which is exactly what I think is going to happen here. So, okay. For those of you who do not know, Bronze League Heroes is the series where I like to have fun, laugh at some awesome games, and encourage you guys to play more and more StarCraft, or at least enjoy watching it on a comedic level. And you can send your replays, huskyreplays at gmail.com. They're sorted through by my friend Sinvicta. I'll put a link down in the description below. And I have no experience with these games before casting them, so I just open them up and cast them and hope that Sinvicta hope that Sinvicta has guided me the correct course, and so far I think he has. I think this is actually the very first time in the history of StarCraft 2 that I have seen players do double proxy gates. Yep, there's the first set right there, and I can only assume we're going to be having another gateway. Yep, there it is. Alrighty, let's get things underway here in Bronze League Heroes. So I mean, what do you do here? Well, basically you just have to run your probes away. That's all there is to it. So I think whoever retreats first, which is not normally the case, whoever retreats first may end up being our victor, because what's going to have to happen here is he's going to have to run in on both sides, and then they will need to run their workers away. That's the only thing you could do. You can't do anything else. It's impossible. You can't sit and fight with your probes. That's just not going to happen. So, all right, let's get this underway right now. The attack should actually be commencing here pretty soon. How often do you see a PvZ with an attack at the 4-minute mark on both players' bases at the same time? You don't actually ever see that. As a matter of fact, one Zealot's going to be out right now for Static SX. Did I introduce our players? I think I did. Up at the top right side, Tarzan. Down the bottom left side, it is Static SX. Now, the hilarious part is that it also looks like Tarzan's in the bottom left and Static SX is in the top right. If you look at the minimap, it basically looks hilarious. So here we go, man. We got the badass custom skin Zealots right here, which you unlock, I believe, at level 30 of Protoss there. We don't see any custom skins for Static SX, but here come the Zealots right now. Got to be marching right on in there. Should probably go to the middle line. Come on, Zealots, what are you doing? There's some delicious probes right there just waiting for the taking. And there he goes. He's going to go ahead and start running in there. Oh, he's got to go for the pylon, but you want to go for the probes? Whatever, he's got to kill off that pylon because, hey, man, that pylon's actually kind of intimidating looking with that armor. But here comes the counterattack right now. Zealot's going to be running inside the main base. That cybernetics core might as well just cancel that. Not going to be getting a stock or anytime soon. I also love how Static SX went for a cyber core, but he had no gas. So I'm not quite sure exactly what he had planned to use that for. He says, Raffle, did we just both do the same thing? Yes, you did. And it is amazing, and everyone wants to thank you for it. The double proxy for these players is already turning into quite the epic game. These probes going to escape completely unscathed, I believe. Don't think he's going to be able to kill off a single probe right here. I mean, he might try since the Zealots move so slowly. So they are going to be doing the old switcheroo. This should be the new TLC reality show. We'll call it Base Swap, where you just basically expand wherever the hell you want to because you lost your main base. It does look like Tarzan here going to attempt to expand on the left side. Now, both players actually do have enough money for an expansion. So I would say that that's actually really cool that they actually are going to do that. So we get to see the game continue forward as normally as possible. I'm just looking here because I feel like Tarzan doesn't realize that his Nexus never actually started, as he does have his poor little probes just chilling out here. They're kind of hovering in a corner. Oh, God, the Nexus is so far from the mineral line. He just doesn't even want to move these probes. Oh, God, it's time for the pro tip of the day. Just move your probes and put your Nexus always on top of the mineral line. Never, ever put your Nexus so far away. Oh, God, that's like a million years away. And looks like Static SX is able to get his Nexus right where it's supposed to be. And I would say, just a little bit of a tip here, if you guys ever find yourself in this situation, which you won't, is definitely kill off your opponent's Nexus as quickly as you can. Otherwise, he could be chrono boosting out more Zealots, more workers. You don't know exactly what his situation is. Now, thankfully for him, this isn't going to be done anytime soon, but if he had gas, he could have been chrono boosting out the attack upgrade. Also, another pro tip of the day is that if you have your probes sitting around waiting for the Nexus, just go ahead and have them mine a bunch of minerals. So just right-click on the minerals there. They'll get a mouthful of minerals. And then just right-click your probes onto the Nexus. They'll return it when it's done and go back to work. Tarzan's saying that's not right, man. That is just not right. Looks like the Zealot, they're going to be taking down the Nexus. But that awkward moment when you're expanding to the same location you just did a double proxy gate in, and both players had to do just that, which means that the gas is going to be blocked here by this gateway. He might actually have to kill off this gateway to even mine gas. All right, there's the probes right there. Should definitely get those guys to work right away. Come on, probes. You have one job. Oh, God, did you just watch Husky's new cast? Apparently, they're talking about me. Oh, you guys, you know how to make a grown man blush, which is, I was not expecting that at all. But anyways, these are the probes going to be mining away happily, but he needs a lot more than normal. That is such a long mining distance. Oh my God, that is almost comedic how far away that is. But you know what? That's why it's called Bronze League Heroes. And instead of Guy Sachs is like, oh, well, this is where I got the idea to be a cheesy noob. All right, so the double proxy gate not working out. We do see Zealot going to be hacking away at the Nexus. His arms are getting tired as he will finally punch that building down. Although, to be honest, if I had side blades, the very first thing I would do is go punch a building just to see. Now, I'm kind of curious, are side blades as powerful as lightsabers? Do you guys know? I don't know. I feel like lightsabers are probably more powerful because they can cut through, like, everything, where side blades are just more good at, like, slicing. I don't know how good they are at stabbing through things, but Tarzan saying, hey, man, this build works sometimes. So now we're in this awkward kind of stage of the game where Tarzan's... Is this his main base? I guess this is his new main base, which is located at Static SX's third. He's got to throw down the cybernetics core right there. I want to say, guys, if you're going to be getting cybernetics cores, get your gas. If you don't have gas, you can't, you literally can't make anything out of cybercore. You can't get the upgrades. You can't get stalkers. Can't get sentries. You can't get anything. So, or warp gate. Can't even get warp gate. So definitely, if you're in a weird situation like this, make sure you have your gas on the way. There you go. Tarzan is going to go ahead and start that. Oh, we have an expansion into the main base of Tarzan by Static SX. This is just silly. This is absolutely silly. The unbuildable plates are the only real victims in this game. Overall, Youth's loss is like basically nothing at this point. And we're just going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see exactly what unit choice they get moving forward here. We are going to have to see this gateway get taken out. But if you ever wonder what a double proxy gateway ends up like, I have wanted to see one of those in at any point in my casting career. I'm very glad that I was able to see that. Tarzan to getting that rally point going. He has so many idle probes. He's only got one base to maintain, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 idle probes all sitting around. He did individually tell them to get back to work, though, which is kind of cute. You can actually, wait. Pro tip of the day. If you hit Control F1, it will select all your idle workers. So that would have saved him, like 8 APM there to be able to do that. As you can see, though, the APM just skyrocketing through the roof. But, yeah, Control F1 will select all your idle workers. F2 also selects all your army units, which is quite useful. Got some pretty good pylon coverage up here on the main base. Although I can't say that I blame him for doing something like this, because I've had to warp in units or build a bunch of buildings, and I don't actually have enough pylon coverage to be able to do it. So Static SX is actually working on the shield upgrade first, which, you know what? I'm just gonna let these players do whatever the hell it is they want, because the shield upgrade first, why not? Why not? We have an Oracle on the way right now. So that is going to be a thing. Which actually, I gotta hand it to Tarzan. I like that he's going for the Oracle. Going to be going for a little bit of harass right now. He knows that his opponent probably doesn't have a whole lot going on, and he does not. Oh my God, so many pylons. This is some green energy going on up here. So he's just powering his entire base with 1,000,000 pylons spread out everywhere. Random cannon's going to be going down as well. Unfortunately, he's not protecting. He's protecting his pylons, but he's not really protecting his mineral line up here. So this Oracle is going to be able to do some devastating damage, I feel like. More cannons are going to be coming right on up. Here comes the Oracle going to be moving in. We'll see if we can actually get any kills here. Static SX is ahead in supply, so the Oracle definitely needs to make something happen here. 1 probe, 2 probe, 3 probes, 4. We'll see if he can go for some more, as so far, yes, he can. 8 kills. 9 kills on the Oracle. This is actually exactly what he needs to do to catch back up in this game. Oh, God, the probes transferring over. Wrong place, wrong time, as they're not able to get up a cannon. So 15 kills. All right, well, did you see that beam? That looks so weird when it was attacking that Nexus up close. Don't think the animation is supposed to quite look like that. But taking a look at this base here, I mean, we got lots of cannons from Static X. Maybe that's why they call him Static. It's because he loves static defenses. Hey-yo! I am here all day, unfortunately. So you can just go ahead and leave right now if... yeah, it's probably for the best. But anyways, we have the Void Rays still chilling out over here. Tarzan going to be going for some Sky Toss. He also has a Fleet Beacon going on. So could be going for some Tempest or Carriers or Phoenix with range. I don't really know what he's going to be going with that, but it should be hilarious regardless. And, whoa, we got double Stargate as well for Static XX. These guys are like twins, man. They're going for lots of Stargates. Oh, God, 4 Stargates off 1 base. No, he put his second Nexus so far away from the mineral line. Oh, what are you doing, Tarzan? I don't even need to say pro tip of the day because you just don't do this. It's basically 4 Stargates off 1 base. I don't know how that's going to work out. It's actually like 4 Stargates off of 0.8 bases because his Nexus is so far away that it's not even a fully saturated main base. He's only got 19 probes there, which you can see the mineral patches like this one sitting around not being mined for several seconds. That does hurt your income. Finally, 3rd time's the charm. Does get his Nexus in the correct spot up here. But, man, whoa, we got an attack going on over here. Just now noticed it. Oh, the Oracle's back. He is a master now. We'll see if he manages to actually keep this thing alive. He can micro an Oracle to the end of times, but throwing down the Nexus in the correct spot is definitely a trial of his utmost skill. So the Nexus, double Nexus, far away from the mineral line. I also love this long distance mining probe. He's like, are you kidding me? This is actually what you're going to make me do. So more probes are on the way. Apparently he has them all rallied there. Okay, he did switch the rally right there. So he's going to go ahead and continue doing that normally. But with the 4 Stargates, I mean, he can make a lot of stuff right now. It's just hilarious to me that both players are adding on additional Stargates. Are going to be having some Void Rays here for Static SX. We have Carriers on the way. Carrier has arrived, is what I will be saying in just a moment, as Carrier at the 20-minute mark with the I always want to call it a proxy base because he's not even in the right location as far as base is concerned. Lots of Zealots here on the field for Tarzan. We'll see if he can do anything with those. I highly doubt it. Maybe going up for some sort of counterattack or some such craziness. But I gotta say, Static SX's unit composition is much more powerful. He's got a lot of Stalkers, and he's going for the robust Void Ray. Now, Tempest Carrier is not that great versus what you're seeing here from Static SX. Of course, scouting and Bronze League heroes, please. I don't even scout, and I'm in like platinum. We don't need to be having no scouting going on right now. But just mass Void Ray, I think, is going to be the correct answer right here. So let's do a quick recap. We had the double proxy, double gate for both players, transitioning into the expand at your opponent's natural and or third base, whatever floats your boat. Then we had the Nexus placed atrociously away from the mineral line, and now we're following up with both players going for Sky Toss. Now we do have the +1 attack for these Void Rays for Tarzan. Unfortunately, Tarzan just does not have that much income because his Nexus are so far away, which means that he can't really get out exactly what he wants here. And it does have a lot of workers now, though, which is really going to be a booster. He's got 66 workers. If he just actually starts powering Void Rays, I think he'll be okay. Unfortunately, he's going for Carriers, which are not a good choice at this point, because he doesn't know what his opponent has, and any Protoss air units are good versus Carriers. Of course, Carriers will go toe-to-toe with Carriers, but the Void Rays and Tempest will be able to crush the Carriers, so I don't really recommend Carriers in PvP anymore. Looks like these Zealots are going to get cleaned up right now. Static SX has got a lot going on, but does he have the moves? Does he have the Emperor's New Groove? Does he have the correct unit composition to take on this Sky Tossover, which does have +1 attack, by the way? So we're going to be seeing one of the most awkward battles I think I've ever seen, ever witnessed, and ever had the honor of casting. Static SX and Tarzan, man, making it happen. Look at that. Screw those rocks. Kill those destructible rocks. More Void Rays are on the way. Carriers are here. Tempest got to get some shots up, but unfortunately, I don't think the carriers are going to be enough. They definitely do not have the Graviton Catapult. Oh, God, the carriers building away like 1 second. That did not work out very well for Tarzan. So Static SX able to make it happen with the Mass Void Ray. Really, I think the best thing for Static SX, for Tarzan would have been not get carriers, but get more Void Rays. But he got carriered away. Hey-o with the carriers. And unfortunately, that is not going to be enough. You can see the Void Ray is able to just chew through those. Now, I feel kind of bad because Static SX has 4,500 minerals, but Tarzan also has 3,200 minerals, so we could have made a lot more stuff there. But either way, that is why we love Bronze League Heroes, because it is the best of the worst here at Bronze League Heroes. We love casting the best of the worst. If you'd like, send your games in huskyreplays@gmail.com. That game was hilarious. I just would like to go back to the moment where it all began. Wait, at the 6-minute mark, everyone has already lost their bases. Excuse me. When does a 6-pool hit? I feel like this hits almost earlier than a 6-pool does. But that awkward moment when you get double proxy warp gate rushed. Oh, God. There's his elf right there. They're like, herpity. And he was like, whoa, did we just do that? And there's the old switcheroo. I'm actually kind of curious on the units tab. 18 to 19, so they were actually even. And right here is when it all went wrong for Tarzan. That poor Nexus placed so far away. Oh, this Nexus is warping in from Iron. Once it gets here, that's like, why did you put me so far away? This doesn't make any sense. Anyways, send in your replays, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Special thanks to Invicta, and I'll see you guys next time.